All right, so I wanted to do a 1 month update, 4 weeks of our first batch of 30 meat birds. I don't like when people wait until the end to give you the numbers. So let me give you the numbers up front. So if that's all you want, you can stop the video after this. If you want a little bit more of an explanation, keep watching. We're currently raising 30 birds. The cost to raise them up to 1 month is $7.13. They've eaten 4 pounds of feed. I got them from McMurray Hatchery at $3.64 per bird. There you go. That's the details if that's all you wanted to know. If you want to know a little bit more, let's keep watching. I'm going to do an 8-week update. That's going to go over every single cost. I'm going to give you a hint of how I actually get all of my birds for free. And that's not clickbait. It kind of is, because obviously, you know, nothing in life is free, but I actually make money while paying for my chickens, okay? There they are. They're all back over here. They're actually in their little place. They are actually going to go into the chicken tractor, which is the thing I'm going to sit on next sometime this week. I'm kind of watching the weather. So I got 30 birds from McMurray Hatchery. They are $3.64 a piece. The total was $109.20. I use Nature's Best organic feed. It comes in 40-pound bags, and I get it at Tractor Supply. They are $31.99 a bag. I've bought 3 bags for this batch right here. So that cost was, with tax again, $103.98, which is about 87 cents a pound of what it cost me for organic feed. I live up in northern Arizona, so if you know a cheaper place to get quality organic feed, let me know. So this is their chicken tractor. It's way too big, but you know, I built what I built. I suggest something smaller. This thing's too heavy to pull around. Let's go over the total cost up to 1 month. It's $214. Now I ordered 30, but they always send you extra, and I actually got sent 32 birds. 1 died within the first day. So at 1 month, we still have 31 alive. So if you want to calculate what I'm actually doing, then it's $6.90 per bird. Was that like a 23-cent difference? Who cares? They also send a free chick, which is just a regular egg laying type bird. So I really have 32, but they don't eat nearly as much. We'll just calculate it based on 30 because I ordered 30. And we're just gonna go for that cost, but I'm gonna give you the total overall cost at the 8-week update anyways. So again, $7.13 based on 30 birds, or $6.90 based on 31 birds. I actually project them to double the amount of feed that they've eaten. So they've eaten 4 pounds. I think they're gonna eat anywhere from 12 to 15 pounds total. So another 8 to 11 pounds. Let me feed them real quick so they be quiet while I'm filming. And the ducks will probably just keep ducking because, you know, ducks. All right, so this is our batch of 100 birds. We start out with 103. I think we have 102. So we'll see. Let's see, where am I at? So the estimated cost of $14 to $16.69 per bird. And that's if they eat a total of 12 to 15 pounds. So that's the cost of feed plus the cost of purchase. I thought they would quiet down when I gave them food and water. I guess not. So let's go somewhere else. Looking at all the wrong sheets. So to recap, we are for 30 birds at $7.13, and I project to be $14 to $17 to raise them. Okay, so now let's just talk about how I essentially pay for all of our chickens for free. Now this is not including time, labor, and everything, but as I see it, and again, as I see it, you might see it differently, you do you. As I see it, I'm gonna do this regardless if I get them for free or not. So if I have to pay for all of my chickens, my freezers are gonna be full. But if I can get them for free, why not? So I don't have a job outside of trying to build this farm, trying to do a YouTube channel, and being a stay-at-home dad taking care of my boys, right? So this is just what I do. So my goal is to put 100 chickens into our freezer every single year. If I calculate on the very high side that it's gonna cost $15 per bird to raise, that means $1,500 is what I need to make every year. Again, on the high side. You tell me what you pay per bird. it's probably a whole lot less, right? But again, over exaggerate your costs, underestimate your revenue, you should be good. So I process 3 times a year, or my goal is to process 3 times a year this year, which means I need to make at least $500 on average per class. I like to teach a minimum of 10 people. 500 divided by 10 people, $50 per ticket. Now that's what I need to make. If you add, again, $15 to raise it, $5 for materials for the class, we kind of estimate something like that. And then people who don't want to process the chicken or take one home, you know, we just take this cost out. So again, 15 bucks for the bird, $5 for the materials, we add 20. So at a bare minimum, I charge $70 per ticket because that's the lowest I want to do this for. When I post these classes, I do it on Facebook. I did do Craigslist last year, but I got like 1 person to sign up, so I don't think it was worth the effort. Facebook groups, absolute best. Local livestock groups, backyard farmer groups, you know, backyard chickens. I don't know, go find some Facebook groups that are local to you and post on them. I posted only on like 2 this year, and I got all the tickets I needed for 1 class. Last year I posted on like 5, and again, I got all of the tickets I needed, plus some. So yeah, if I need more, I'll just post on more groups. All right, so again, I charge minimum of $70 a ticket if people prepay, because if they prepay, then when that money hits the bank account, you know, people usually will Zelle, Venmo, or stop by and drop off cash if they're local. And so I just take all that money, and when I order from McMurray, they charge you, you can get charged right away, or you can say charge me 2 weeks before the birds ship. So that's what I do. 2 weeks before these birds ship, I post this class. So the first batch of 30, I ordered 130 birds this year because I want to put 100 in and I need to sell 30 tickets. So that's why I got 130. So if I sell more than that, I'll have a few less chickens in my freezer. I'll have a little bit more money. I can always order more and put more in my freezer. But if I just do it in the spring, that means the rest of the year I can focus on other stuff. All right, so if they prepay, I take all that money, I pay off the order, and then I go to the feed store, or I just order from Tractor Supply because they deliver, and then, so I just move the money over, right? I'll put it on my credit card, and then I pay my credit card off, right? And then I even get points, which is nice. So this year, I've already paid for all of the birds that we're currently raising. The next class is gonna pay for the rest of everything. But up to this point, I have not spent any money out of pocket by the people who have prepaid for my first class. And if you pay the day of, to me, it's like, okay, you got a $10 convenience fee for not prepaying. So I charge 80 bucks for anybody who shows up the day of. But I always try to pre-sell at least 10 tickets because, and again, I learned this last year, I probably had 5 people who said they were gonna come and booked and then just never showed up, stopped responding. So I want people to prepay so I can actually budget and project who's gonna actually show up. Last year, again, I think 5 people didn't show up, and out of everyone that paid day of, it was like 3 or 4 people that paid day of. And I think we taught something like 25 last year. I host 3 classes. I try to make 500 bucks off of a class. My class is pretty in depth if you wanna learn about it. I'm thinking about doing an online course. That way people can just, you know, click it and pay me for my time and energy and all the write-ups and everything that I've done. Or if you're local to, you know, northern Arizona, you're willing to drive up here, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, send me a message. I'll tell you when the next class is. So that's how I do it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I like to meet new people. I enjoy teaching the class. I do enjoy teaching, which is one of the reasons why I like doing this YouTube stuff, is I feel like I can share the knowledge and stuff that I've gained over time. And at least through YouTube, eventually, hopefully, someday, I'll get advertisers to pay for my time so I can just teach everyone else this stuff for free. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, let me know. You want to know anything else? I will update that in the 8-week update when we butcher the first batch of 30. I'm done talking. I need to go eat lunch. Bye.